Introduction. An environmental phenomenon that threatens the life of mankind in the universe is global warming. The main cause is the fossil energy, namely oil, gas, and coal. Burning fossil energy causes an increase in the concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. Greenhouse gases that exist in the atmosphere such as carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, methane, sulfur fluoride, propyl carbon, and hydrofluorocarbon. A temperature is increasing. An increase in temperature will trigger an environmental imbalance, namely climate change. The impact of climate change can touch all sectors, especially the agricultural sector. In addition, the first disaster that have occurred recently are often associated with the phenomenon of global warming. Renewable energy is much more cost competitive in international prefer over fossil fuels, especially in terms of cost and impact from the air pollution and public health. Indonesia is blessed with various renewable energy sources such as geothermal, solar, and wind. For the geothermal sector in Indonesia, the fiscal treatment is still similar to the applied to the oil and gas sector in terms of schemes for tax and non-tax revenues. The revenue from the geothermal sector is relatively stable compared to functional oil and gas, but its size is appropriate for its small rural energy production. To grow renewable sector in Indonesia, it's necessary to eliminate subsidies from consumption and production of fossil fuels and electricity, as well as the creation of more conducive investment climate. This research is in accordance with SDG 7 and in collaboration with Barpenas as a partner so that this research can run well.
Renewable energy is much more cost competitive and internationally preferred over fossil fuels, especially in terms of cost and impact in the form of air pollution and public health. Indonesia is blessed with various renewable energy sources such as geothermal, solar, and wind. For the geothermal sector in Indonesia, the fiscal treatment is still similar to that applied to the oil and gas sector in terms of the scheme for tax and non-tax revenues. Revenue from the geothermal sector is relatively stable compared to fluctuating oil and gas, but its size is appropriate for its small role in energy production. To grow the renewable energy sector in Indonesia, it is necessary to eliminate subsidies for consumptions and productions of fossil fuels and electricity, as well as the creations of a more conducive investment climate.
Critical theory has a very deep explanation in analyzing a thing, where critical theory uses historical and comprehensive chronology to provide a new view of social order called reality. As mentioned earlier, critical theory rejects positivism because it ignores the historical side, because Cox, influenced by Marxism, ignores positivism, because he really believes that historical structure do indeed change and create new forms. Cox also believes that structure and institution are shaped by human thoughts. To understand reality, Cox said that the connection of the material approach and idealism was important, combined with historical events for social and political structure, to prove future change or a non-static world.
The world population continues to increase every year, so that an increase in energy demand is inevitable. At present, almost all human energy needs come from the conversion of fossil energy sources, such as electricity, generation, and transportation, which use fossil energy as an energy source, directly or indirectly. This has a negative impact on the environment and the health of living things, because the burning of residual fossil energy produces harmful pollutants. Air pollution, especially in big cities, has caused a decrease in air quality, which violates environmental comfort and even cause health problems. To travel long distance in a short time. Times are indeed constantly evolving. Technology is increasingly sophisticated. Human civilization is advancing over time. Human civilization is indeed moving forward now. But if we look at it from a broader perspective, human civilization that offers all forms of partially is actually based on a very fragile source of energy.
Conclusion. The use of fossil energy has a negative impact on the environment and the health of living things. This is because fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas contain a high percentage of carbon. Carbon gas is a colorless gas that is a combine of carbon and oxygen, does not burn, and does not dissolve in water. If carbon gas enters the air, it combines with oxygen and forms carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is one of the greenhouse gases that increases radiation and contributes to global warming, which causes an increase in the average surface temperature of the Earth. The following are examples of the negative effect of using various types of fossil fuels. The first to review with industrial equipment and vehicles. There have been major changes in the world